Hi y'all, welcome to the channel. I'm Heather. Today we're going to be back in the Chocken Food Forest, so let's go get planting. Today we're going to be featuring a new plant for the food forest, and that plant is going to be aloe. Aloe Vera's hardiness zone is from 8 to 11. Aloe has several health benefits for the chickens, and I will be sharing 10 of those with you. In my opinion, they are 10 very important health benefits and uses for the aloe plant in the Chocken Food Forest. Alright, so let's go ahead and start by busting up this overgrown pot of aloe so we can get it planted. It's been planted in this pot for many years, and it's time to get it in the ground. So once we've gotten that done, we've started by preparing the hole with bone meal, blood meal, and azomite. Azomite is packed with minerals, trace minerals, so that is the reason we add that to the soil. This was an old pine tree forest, and the soil is very depleted of its nutrients, so we're trying to add them in as we go. So then we watered it in really well. Let's get to those 10 reasons why we're adding the aloe to the Chocken Food Forest. Number one is it is loaded with antioxidants. Antioxidants are definitely good for overall health maintenance. So that is definitely being added. We've added several plants that has antioxidants, that are loaded with antioxidants to this food forest, and we'll continue to add as many other plants with antioxidants and vitamins and minerals as we can. And I'll be sharing those plants as well with you guys. So number two is vitamins. It has vitamins A, C, E, B's 1, 2, 3, and 12. So it's vitamin packed as well. It also has several minerals in it. Minerals such as potassium, calcium, magnesium, sodium, phosphorus, zinc, iron. It is just loaded with all kinds of different minerals. The plant also has 8 amino acids. So it is just packed with nutrition. All right. And number 3, it boosts the chicken's immune system against major diseases. All right. We want to protect our chickens against major diseases. So we're definitely going to be adding this to the food forest as well. Number 4, it improves their intestinal health. Things like fowl typhoid and fowl cholera, it affects the intestines, and this helps to protect the intestines and to rebuild that intestinal health. Okay, so number 5, it improves the healthy growth and quality in our meat birds. So we're adding it for definitely in the meat bird pen for that. We'll probably be adding several different areas in here. We've got so many aloe plants that we need to get them in the ground. This one pot I think has probably 20 plants left in it. So we need to definitely get those in the ground as soon as possible. So we're going to be adding more to this pen. So, and number 6 is it enhances the productivity in the egg layers. And this year we've seemed to be struggling with our egg layers laying. Out of 6 hens, we may get 4 eggs, a day. Some days we only get 2. So I'm not sure why they're not laying. We have started collecting eggs at nighttime. Dave's been mindful to make sure that there's no eggs when he comes out and tends to the chickens in the evening. So we know that there's no predators or anything getting in and eating the eggs. So I'm not sure what's going on with our egg layers. So we're going to add this to help the productivity of the egg layers. And number 7 is it has antibacterial properties. It fights against the growth of bacteria, such as E. coli. So we want to definitely add something that fights against any bacteria. All right, so number 8 is, this is a big one because we've had this here on the homestead, is Coccidiosis. It fights against Coccidiosis. Coccidiosis is a deadly thing, so we definitely want to try to protect our flock against coccidiosis. We've not had coccidiosis in our flock before, but we've had it in some other animals here on the homestead, so we want to definitely take all precaution against that. Number 9 is it treats against bumblefoot and scaly leg. Bumblefoot and scaly leg on chickens is it's hard to get rid of. You have to treat them. But there is a treatment that you can use for that using aloe. And I will be sure to be sharing that recipe with you very soon. So that way you can treat your chicken if you've ever had bumblefoot or scaly leg. And here on this homestead, we've been lucky to not have it. And we continue to hope that we keep healthy chickens so we don't acquire it here on the homestead. And number 10 is it helps with dry foul pox. All right, and you know, if it's an ugly thing. Thankfully, none of our chickens have it here. But if you do, you can use the aloe gel and rub it on those pox several times a day, and that will help with those dry foul pox. So those are my top 10 reasons of having this plant here in the chicken food forest for these birds. Like I said, we will be adding it. We have 3 separate pens. We will be adding it to all 3 pens. Each plant on this food forest list will be added to those pens. I'm going to add those minerals. Let's see if we can see the culprit that keeps making the noise. So guys, I hope this has helped you. Aloe, in my book, is another superstar plant to have out here in the chicken food forest, and I will be updating you on how it looks. Oh, and I wanted to also share with you before we go that I did have to put a collar around this. I call it a collar, but it's basically a wire here wrapped around the area where I planted the aloe. I planted one plant out here once before, and they demolished the plant. They love aloe. This is one plant that I found that they will devour. So I'm going to protect these until they get a good root system. Because if not, when they eat it, they're just going to end up pulling the plant up, and then it'll just be dead because they killed it. So I'm going to protect it till it gets a good root system, because in the other area where I had them, they never killed the plant, but they would eat off the plant. Alright guys, so again, I hope this video has helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notifications bell. Please feel free to share with anybody that you think may benefit from any of my videos. And until next time guys, happy homesteading.